Evolutionary biology studies the history of life forms on Earth. Evolution is the process by which organisms change over time through inheritance of genetic variations across generations. This presentation will explore the origin of life, evidence for evolution, mechanisms of evolution, and the evolutionary history of life on Earth including humans. Life on Earth began with the formation of the planet around 4.5 billion years ago. Initially, Earth had no atmosphere and was covered in molten rock. Over time, a primordial atmosphere formed, consisting of water vapor, methane, carbon dioxide, and ammonia. As the Earth cooled, water vapor condensed to form oceans, marking the appearance of life around 3.5 billion years ago. Several theories attempt to explain the origin of life. Panspermia suggests life came from outer space, with spores transferring between planets. Spontaneous generation, now disproven, proposed life arose spontaneously from non-living matter. The widely accepted theory is chemical evolution, where life arose from simpler chemical compounds through natural processes. Multiple lines of evidence support the theory of evolution. Fossil records show past life forms and their changes over time. Comparative anatomy reveals similarities in body structures among different species. Embryology shows similarities in the embryonic development of different species. Molecular biology provides evidence of common descent through DNA and protein similarities. Evolution occurs through several mechanisms. Genetic variation refers to differences in genes within a population. Natural selection is the survival and reproduction of the fittest individuals. Genetic drift involves random changes in gene frequencies. Gene flow is the transfer of genes between populations. Adaptive radiation is the process by which a single species evolves into diverse forms adapted to different ecological niches. Darwin's finches on the Galapagos Islands are a classic example, with different beak shapes evolved to exploit various food sources. Australian marsupials also evolved into diverse forms to occupy various ecological niches. The Hardy-Weinberg principle states that allele frequencies in a population will remain constant from generation to generation in the absence of other evolutionary influences. This principle provides a mathematical model for population genetics, helping to understand the genetic structure of populations. Natural selection can occur in different forms. Stabilizing selection favors intermediate phenotypes, reducing variation. Directional selection favors extreme phenotypes, shifting the population mean over time. Disruptive selection favors extreme phenotypes at both ends, increasing variation in a population. The timeline of life on Earth spans billions of years. It began with the formation of Earth 4.6 billion years ago, followed by the appearance of the first single-celled organisms 3.5 billion years ago. The Cambrian explosion 540 million years ago marked rapid diversification of complex life. Dinosaurs went extinct 65 million years ago, and modern humans emerged around 200,000 years ago. The evolution of plants began with algae, the first photosynthetic organisms. Mosses were the first land plants, followed by ferns, which are vascular plants without seeds. Gymnosperms, seed-bearing plants without flowers, came next. Finally, angiosperms, or flowering plants, evolved. Animal evolution follows a distinct pattern. Invertebrates, animals without backbones, were the first to evolve. Fish, the first aquatic vertebrates, came next, followed by amphibians, the first vertebrates on land. Reptiles and birds, with amniotic eggs, scales, or feathers, evolved later. Mammals, characterized by being warm-blooded with hair and milk production, are the most recent. Earth has experienced several mass extinctions, significantly shaping the course of evolution. The end Permian extinction 252 million years ago wiped out 96% of marine species. The end Triassic extinction 201 million years ago saw 80% of species vanish. The Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction 65 million years ago led to the demise of non-avian dinosaurs. Human evolution traces back to Australopithecus, early hominids that walked upright. Homo habilis, known for using stone tools, followed. Homo erectus, with a larger brain, was the first to leave Africa. Modern humans, Homo sapiens, emerged around 300,000 years ago, characterized by complex language and culture. Human evolution is ongoing. Natural selection continues to act on human populations. Some populations have developed lactose tolerance, the ability to digest milk into adulthood. Others have evolved disease resistance, such as to malaria. High-altitude adaptation is seen in populations living in low-oxygen environments. Looking to the future, evolution will continue to shape life on Earth. Human activities, such as climate change, artificial selection, and conservation efforts, are now major forces influencing evolutionary trajectories. These interventions may alter natural evolutionary processes, impacting biodiversity and species survival.